everybody, welcome to another edition of Natural Crafts and Recipes. Well, fall is here and it's time to start getting our winter planter pots ready. So for our winter planter pots, really all you need are evergreens, a few varieties, some things that are red in color like sumac flowers or wild berries. So anything that you find when you're out on your nature walk is stuff that you can use. So I'm going to show you what to look for and to bring it back and how to assemble a planter pot that looks amazing in the holiday season for your patio. If you live in a place with a cold winter climate, you may be lucky enough to have birch on your nature walk. And if you don't have any birch around, you can look for dogwood or really anything that's got height, even taller evergreens. So just shove them in that soil and make sure your soil is very workable. I hold on to the bottom of the stem when I'm shoving them in so they're not going to snap or break. So to add some height, I like to pick juniper. Now a lot of people have this in their own front yard, but you can see it's nice and tall and we can use it for the back of our planter. And this goes for all your pieces. Just make sure that you've cut long enough stems so that when you do stick them in, you're going to lose about 6 inches. When you find fir that have pine cones on it, it's fabulous. So we can add the fir pieces to fill in a little bit more of the middle. So here we've got two different types of cedars. We've got ones that are really kind of thick and bushy, and inside you see it's very brown. So you're really only going to clip the ends off and then shake off all the brown bits. And here you've got some nice long cedar, and they come with their seed pods still on them as well, so that makes a nice addition. So again, just clip off the length that you want for the height of your planters. And the nice thing about cedar is one side it's darker and the other side it's lighter. So again, that will add some contrast to your planters. And cedars are one of my favorite fillers. So I like to use them to fill in the bulk of my center. Now the pines are the ones with the long needles, and they're great because most of them have kind of a curve to them or a bend to them, so you can just clip off maybe about 12 or 14 inches, and sometimes you're lucky enough to get the pine cones attached. And then what we're going to do is we stick them in around the bottom, so it is a really good filler. Okay, now these are the white pines. These are one of my favorite additions because even though they can hang over, they also fill in a lot of space and they look so fluffy and flowing. So just pop some in, again, where you start to see some spaces, and let's keep going. The hemlock is another wonderful one to use. Seeds on them that are kind of a golden color. A lot of people have hemlocks growing around their property. So again, just clip off a part in a little bit deeper so that you're not going to see it. And hemlock is usually a pretty soft evergreen. So it is a really nice addition to your planter pots and easy to work with. And hemlock has that natural curve to it, so it's really nice to put it again around the base. I've just filled it into places where it will droop over. All right, here are the sumacs. Now the sumacs are kind of tall and lanky, and in the fall the leaves turn red and yellow and they start to fall off, and then you uncover these beautiful flower heads. So for me, I like to grab a few because it adds that nice red accent. They're really quite simple to take off. You don't even need your clippers. You can literally just snap them off. So make sure you have it that it's long enough and you can just knock these little side branches off. You want a little bit of a stem. They're a little fragile, so you want to hold the bottom of the stalk when you're shoving them in the soil. And you can stick them in pretty much anywhere, but as you can see, I like to make sure that the heads are really showing. Now when you're out on your nature walk, keep your eyes open because there's usually lots of berries. And these are the berries that you get on wild rose bushes. But make sure that when you're clipping them, your stems are long enough, and you might want to give them a little hit of hairspray because the birds love them. So hairspray keeps them vibrant, but it also keeps the birds away. And simply just stick them in so that you can see them. And if you want to add decorations or ribbons, that's great, but I really do love the natural look. So if you found this helpful, let me know by hitting that like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. But you can also find some amazing past crafts that we've done. Pussy willow wreaths in the spring. In the summer we do driftwood starbursts and real fall leaf wreaths, as well as beautiful Christmas evergreen gnomes. And if you have an idea for a natural craft, just leave me a comment in the comment section And your idea might be the next one I feature on Natural Crafts and Recipes.